Hi Stapleton Scoop, it's Marielle Ross again, and today I am continuing our ongoing discussion on pricing and what will a new construction home really cost you. So I'm incidentally in another Parkwood model, but there's a good reason for this. This model is actually for sale. We're gonna have an open house tomorrow from noon to 3, so come by and see me on Saturday from noon to 3 and check out this fabulous former model. But what I also want to talk about in here are some of the other design features, what's standard, what's not standard. But the bigger thing about this is I'll tell you the pricing as I know it today, which can always change, for Parkwood homes, but we can do this with any other builder. So we can walk through a Wonderland, we can walk through a Thrive, we can walk through a KB, we can talk about what those upgrades are gonna cost you and what you should really be budgeting for. So as we come into this fabulous Belmont model, this is part of the Beacon Hill Townhouse series. You're gonna see a couple of things, and I get this question a lot as, is this standard? So the trim is really obvious in this house. The 3-piece crown molding at the top, the huge or very wide, why am I forgetting what this is called? Baseboards, the baseboards. I hope we all forget these things. I should know them. Wide baseboards, the casing around the windows, those are actually all standard with Parkwood. So a lot of people feel like you have to upgrade that, but you don't. It's actually standard with Parkwood. Might be different by different builders, but I'll start talking about what actually does cost you a little bit more. So if we take a look at the fireplace in this model, which is the Belmont model, the fireplace would usually be located here, but you can move it around to other places. You can actually do a 2-sided fireplace in any Parkwood that you build, and some of the other builders offer that as well, which is cool. It can be anywhere from about a $3,000 upgrade to about a $7,000 upgrade, depending on which one you choose and what you do with it. You can also just add a fireplace. So a lot of times people with the 3rd floor, which we hopefully will see in this one, might be tomorrow that you have to see it. A lot of people like to add a fireplace to their 3rd floor or to their master bedroom, which is pretty awesome. So come on with me, we'll take a look at the kitchen. And on the way there, I want to show you this beautiful millwork here on the wall. You can actually kind of see it carrying all the way up the stairs here too. Now that's not necessarily a standard with Parkwood, but it's actually a reasonable upgrade. Usually in a small area in the hundreds of dollars, in large areas in the thousands of dollars, but not the tens of thousands of dollars, which a lot of people ask because it is something you tend to only find in old homes or truly custom homes. So as we come to the kitchen, in the Belmont, this is an upgraded island. So the size, the big pie-shaped size of this is an upgrade. Usually it's a little bit smaller and a square. You can actually do a lot of different things with islands, with kicking it out a little bit further, putting corbels under it. Sometimes it's only $500, depending on the material you choose. And sometimes it can be up to about $2,500 or so. But to get a lot of space around your island, not so bad. Here's the good part in this particular home. The appliances you see in here, and remember this was built in, just finished up in 2015, so it's a few years old. These are the standard appliances with Parkwood. So a lot of people ask, do I have to upgrade to get the cooktop? Do I have to upgrade to get the hood? Things like that. And no, this is actually a standard hood. They have a few different versions you can choose from. Standard Bosch cooktop. And of course I turned it on, whoops. It's touch sensitive. We've got the double oven over here, which is also Bosch. Now it's kind of neat, it has like a touch screen and it's a little bit fancier. They do the most recent model every time a new home is built. So you may find that you sign up for it, you get your standard kitchen, and poof, you get the next year's model of it because it's newer. That actually happened to us too. You get the built-in microwave. You can kind of pick where these go. It's actually a much nicer microwave now than this one too. But you get to pick where it goes in the kitchen. Standard Bosch dishwasher. The new ones now have a 3rd rack on the top. They're really fancy. So a couple of things, or a number of things in here are standard, which means no extra money. It's in the base price, so you don't even have to account for it. These cabinets, the color of it is actually one of the standard stains, which is pretty awesome. It's an espresso stain. They happen to be upgraded just in terms of material and the way the door frame is done. It's a shaker style, a true shaker style. So that's an upgrade, but you can get the same look as this kitchen in a lot of ways and have almost no upgrade dollars spent on it. So It's pretty cool to be able to do that. You can do white, you can do gray, you're talking anywhere from, you know, a $2,500 upgrade for something that's fairly standard but has all the cool little pullouts that you want, you know, up to 15 to 20,000 if you get really, really fancy in these particular townhomes. Let's see, a couple other things in here. The light fixtures are actually one of the light upgrade packages. It's a few $100s. It's really not terribly expensive at all. Most people tend to go with the standard lights and then replace out ones that are really special to them afterwards. The Restoration Hardware outlet in Castle Rock, you have to go because it's great. I'm a little bit addicted. It's kind of a problem. So we're just looking at the main floor here. A couple of cool things, if you have a chance to come by and take a look, are this one, which is the fabulous double porches. So coming out to this double porch, I've got all of this right here. I've got a beautiful blue ceiling, which as a Southerner appeals to me. We tend to do that. We've got the porch on top that's accessible from the master bedroom. Now side porches like these are about a $35,000 to $40,000 upgrade, which is a big one, but it's also a big structural difference in a really large living space. Above the garage back here, you actually have a rooftop deck. They only really do those on the townhomes, so it's definitely worth asking about. Kind of depends on what townhome you go with too. But let's say that your particular lot doesn't fit the